if we do have to come to military action in Iraq and remove Saddam, then I honestly believe the people who will rejoice first will be the Iraqis, because they have been the victims of Saddam.
But so many Iraqis, so many British people, so many Americans are going to die. Innocent blood is going to flow.
Well, if you get into war and conflict, it is true.
Can it be avoided?
Well, it can be avoided if Saddam abides by the United Nations. If we do take military action, we have to do everything we possibly can to minimize the civilian casualties. Of course, we've got to do that. But I simply do say to you, the people that have suffered most from Saddam are the Iraqi people themselves. I mean, I spoke to 10 Iraqi exiles the other day who are women, who described to me not just the deaths of members of their family, but the appalling human rights abuses, torture, the fact that they were still, some of them, under threat of death, living abroad from this guy. I mean, you know, this is not a humane regime.
No, coming back to my question.
Well, no one denies the man's a monster.
Yeah, but that is of importance then in asking, how do you deal with someone? Okay, let's accept he's a monster.
She asked you about deaths of innocent people. I mean, as a Christian, how do you feel about innocent people dying, as they always die in war?
That is why you avoid war if you possibly can. And that is why we went through the United Nations. Now, there were innocent people, I'm afraid, as well as guilty, that died in Kosovo and in Afghanistan. But in the end, I felt on both occasions we had no option but to do this. And I remember at the time of Kosovo, I remember saying, no, let the peace negotiations go on several more weeks in order to try and get them sorted so that we didn't have to take on Milosevic. But when you say that Saddam is a monster, that is of relevance, I'm afraid, to how you deal with this situation. Because a monster is not somebody you want to allow to develop chemical, biological and nuclear weapons.
The question is what freedom he has under the current inspection regime, but we've discussed that already. I want to explore a little further about your personal feelings about this war. Does the fact that George Bush and you are both Christians make it easier for you to view these conflicts in terms of good and evil?
I don't think so, no. I think that whether you're a Christian or not a Christian, you can try and perceive what is good and what is evil.
You don't pray together, for example?
No, we don't pray together, Jeremy, no.
Why do you smile?
Because, why do you ask me the question?
Because I'm trying to find out how you feel about it.
Yeah,
I mean...
okay, yeah. Possibly.
Right, anyone else like to have a question?